Hi, my name's Kev Popat, and today we're going to be talking about the difference between care homes and care at home. So what's the problem? I guess the problem is that a lot of people just don't know this service exists, the service of providing carers to come to your home and provide you the support that you need in the comfort of your own home. If someone doesn't know that this service exists, they may be forced into a care home, which is not something that we'd ever want for our parents. And the important thing is that we all understand that this service exists as well. If you imagine in a care home, you have 20, 30 different care staff running around firefighting. They're inevitably dealing with what is most important at that time. So for 95% of someone's stay there, that could not be them. So they're not getting a personalised service at all. And also, for right or wrong reasons, there's a really negative connotation with care homes because all you read in the media is really, really bad news. So imagine if you're about 85 years old and you're thinking, well, I might need some support at some point in the next few years, and all I'm reading is negative news around care homes. That's not a great place to be if you think there are no alternatives to care home. I had a conversation with a friend the other day and asked him, what 3 things do you think about when I say to you care home? And the words that came up were isolated, lonely, and actually waiting to die. So there is this real negative stigma around care homes, and it's really, really sad, but it's a fact that there is a negative stigma around care homes. So if someone was to have to move into a care home, the journey has already started really negatively because they've read in the media all of the poor things around care homes. So there's so much that is going wrong in our care industry, but there's also so much that is going right, but the focus around in the media is very much around the negatives. People also think that once you go into a care home, the chances are that you are not going to be coming out of a care home. And that's a problem in itself. The other main issue around this, and something that we always forget, is that all of your memories are in your home. So I still remember exactly where we keep the Christmas tree in our house. I remember where we had our family dinners. My parents will remember where I said my first word, where I scored my first goal in the garden. Imagine taking someone out of that home where all their memories are and putting them into a care home, a really unfamiliar place. That's not a nice place to be. And that's really dangerous as well because they haven't got the choice in that situation. So what does that mean? They don't have the choice. They don't have the choice because they don't know the service of home care exists. And that's where it's really, really dangerous. If you feel like it is inevitable that you are going to have to move into a care home which has the negative stigma that we've already talked about, that's where it becomes dangerous. So the important thing is that people understand that there are alternatives to care homes. So imagine a solution where your elderly parent or elderly grandparent can remain safely in their own home whilst receiving care. So a great caregiver will come home and help your parents with whatever they need help with, whether that's help preparing meals, help with some personal care, help with some light household tasks, or even a trip out now and again. All of that can happen with care at home. So the benefits to care at home are very much that a care plan is completely personalised and tailored to the person receiving the care. That person is there with them for an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever that may be, but 100% of their attention is on your elderly grandparent. And that's the best thing about it. So one of the challenges that I get very often is that in a care home, there's, say, the 20, 30 staff. There's always someone there on call the whole time. At home, my nan, my mum, my dad might be alone. What happens if they have a fall? Well, if they have a fall, there's plenty of technology solutions out there to help with that. So, for example, they could wear a pendant around their wrist or around their neck. We can have sensors in the house that can use automated intelligence to say that, well, look, at 2 o'clock in the morning, mum normally goes to the bathroom. Why has she not gone to the bathroom? A text message can be sent to your phone. There are plenty of ways around this, which do not mean that that person has to be forced into a care home. One of the other questions that we're really often asked is around, in a care home, all of the equipment is there. There's a chef there, there's all the different types of hoists and in all of the different bath aids to help someone have a bath. How can you do that at home? Well, all of that equipment is actually available for you to have at home as well. And in a much nicer and safer way, you can have very kind of non-intrusive items of equipment at home. You can have a hoist at home. You can have a stealing hoist. You can have a wet room put in at home to enable your grandparents or parents to have a bath safely in the comfort of their own home. So there are plenty of solutions out there. It sometimes just takes a quick Google search or a call to someone like us to say, well, what can we do in this situation? In summary, for me, A lot of this comes down to the fact that a lot of people do not know that in-home care and care at home exists as a service. And I guess what it all comes down to is that if you had the choice of whether you'd rather adapt your own home to help you live in your later years safely at home in the comfort of your own home, or be forced into a care home, what would you rather do? That's what it all comes down to. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about care at home, then please feel free to comment below, and I'll see you next time.